Minnesota Vikings, taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down, here's Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To try again after the sack. Cousins, open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenny Clark in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Escape. The ball comes out. Big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that will be incomplete.
And what with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
48
And
yards.
the Baller's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 2-yard line.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards from the 2. Here's 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Really nice Nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 80,
O.J. Howard. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Madison. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go bootleg. Love. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. And Tate's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Justin Jefferson, the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Cousins lost the football.
Jordan White sacked. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's back to throw here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Packers.
Here's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. But he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each day.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety.
3rd down.
Now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Love. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw it. A double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere him down. Kenny Clark, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
35 yards that time on the punt.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Listen, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Love from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Thrown in the middle. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Complete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Brings up 2nd.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Has it left side. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 36-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. From right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what kind of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, Love flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds Howard complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Another carry now for Madison. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender.
Pressure applied. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kenny Clark in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Makes the score Packers 28, Vikings 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Love. They'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up here at the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run it with Madison. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Throwing on second down, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Kenny Clark in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Makes the score Packers 28.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll run with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third and long for Love. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But you and I both know it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Cousins' pass intercepted by the Packers.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Though that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll drop here to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. Look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Cousins.
Dean Lowry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
To throw now. Here's Love. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Love looking to throw it. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because for a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Over the middle here to Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Following the interception, Love flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Tonight's final score, Packers 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.